do like going through the old bets. On May 26th of 2022, we consummated a bet. Though I don't know who's on what side of this because it doesn't say.
Okay, then cancel it.
Well, no, because it's big money. I bet on Ovechkin passing Gretzky for the goals bet eventually. $100
against who?
Oh, it's you.
Against me.
It's 1,000 to you if Ovechkin falls short.
Yeah, you gave me 10 to 1.
You got 1,000 riding on it?
No.
With no injury caveat?
He gave me 10 to 1.
I know.
Yeah.
You think Ovechkin's not going to pass Gretzky?
Injury is the only thing.
He's going to have a career-ending injury.
He's 100.
Is his head going to fall off
the next 2 years? Wasn't he hurt a considerable amount this year?
Ovi?
No, he missed a few games here and there.
He had some games that he missed.
He doesn't miss a lot of games.
Not a lot. He didn't have extended absence.
You ever hear his nickname, Russian Machine Never Breaks?
Let's see.
It's a pretty good one.
All right.
How many? What's he behind?
He needs another 2 years, I think.
Yeah, he in the next season and a half.
What's he,
80-ish?
80 to 100 behind him?
He's at 822. I think Gretzky's 896, right?
I think that's right.
It's not going to happen this year, but next year it's pretty much locked.
I'll give you a buyout right now. You can pay me $80 right now.
Nope.
I will scratch this
I got to
bet
see
off
it
the
to
book.
the end.
Okay.
I got to see it to the end.
You're holding out for the 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, what if he does tear his knee?
That is not happening. But if it does,
and he's the ultimate jinxie cat. I mean, he just said he'll never get hurt.
But if it does happen, I'm going to roll up dimes, and then I'm going to bring them in here, $1,000 worth of dimes for you.
That's fine.
All right, let me give you a couple.
The bank will still take the deposit.
A couple nuggets here, though, while we are on Hit the Skins, technically cakes. Couple commentators are kind of jumping on the bandwagon, and I'm hoping this is more real than in years past when, like, Greeny picked us to win the Super Bowl. Remember that? And
I remember.
I think
last year it was like Greeny and Louis Riddick. There were a bunch of guys.
Louis Riddick, Rich Eisen, and Greeny, they jump out at me. Okay? I think Riddick is on it again, but let's start with Baldi. Baldi does his breakdowns on Twitter, and here he is breaking down Sam Howell.
What do you say we watch a little Sam Howell film from last night? 3rd and 6, opening drive of the game. Pressure was there for a lot of the night. I don't know if people knew that he could get out of the pocket, scramble like this, put the ball in his left hand, get a first down. All right, you can't throw the ball any better than he does right here to Bates. Like, EB would love this throw, right? All right, Monsoon last night, got to catch it, right? Perfect throw. Then you watch this right here. Like I thought right here, he's got the curl coming open, and he's got the flat route down at the bottom, 2nd and 20. Don't do this, though. Like, don't sit there undecided and take that hit and that sack, all right? Now, here he is. 4th and 3 right here. 4th and 3, pocket collapses, he gets out, and he finds Turner right there. First down. Next play. Jahan Dotson right there in the slot. Runs his double move right there on Hickman, and he drops it. Great catch. Double clutch, and he finishes in the paint for Sam Howell's final play of the night. Pretty good.
All right, hold on.
Pretty
That's
good.
the first I've heard of it.
Pretty good.
I respect Baldi. I think he's great.
Yep.
There's nothing extraordinary in that analysis. I could do that analysis. That analysis was as rudimentary as you could get.
Well,
And
I don't know that you
guy.
can.
Hold on. Are you with me?
I don't know that you would be sophisticated
he said,
enough
look at this,
to
4th
know.
and 3.
Well, yeah, no, that's fine, but I don't know if you're sophisticated enough to know. Or do you know which one's the hot route and things like that?
Neither does Baldi.
None
of that was in there. None of that.
Well,
that's my point.
He does a visual thing, first of all.
But I could have done a Baldi
When he's talking
breakdown.
about the
I'm
guys,
gonna do a Bickel breakdown.
when he's talking about the guys on the left,
Don't
I
take
think
that sack.
he takes a sack.
Dude, that's one of the worst
That
breakdowns
may be,
I've ever
but
heard.
he does have a lot of very intricate film breakdowns.
Yeah.
Okay, he might. That one.
That was a punt. That was a punt segment. That was a punt segment. That was a punt segment.
Hey, are you with me, Valdez?
That was usually they're very complex. That was.
I know people jock him, and he's been on the show, and he's got crooked fingers. That segment, he said nothing. He said nothing there that was extra or that you wouldn't notice just by looking at it. Hey, there's Dotson, 4th and 3. Ooh, connection, nice.
Why were they just?
EB would love this throw.
Why were they doing the breakdown on how?
The analysis.
I know he does it. He does it.
He does it for everybody.
Oh, he's doing
like
all
just
the
random
quarterbacks.
things.
Random things.
Yeah.
A lot of offense. He does a lot of offensive line.
He looks like he just mowed the lawn and he does one in his little office, right?
On Dotson right there in the slot. Runs his double move right there on Hickman, and he drops it. Great catch, double clutch, and he finishes in the paint for Sam Howell's final play of the night.
I mean, there's nothing there. Like, you
Hey,
hear some guys like
double move.
Kurt Warner or Orlovsky, I really respect their breakdowns, right? There was nothing. All right,
Although Orlovsky whiffs on a lot of his predictions.
that's fine. At least there might be something to it. All right, let's go to.
Didn't he think Wentz was going to be silly?
Look,
Probably.
everybody whiffs on a lot of their predictions. Bulletin.
Yeah, everyone whiffs.
Are we going to go to Riddick now?
Now I want to go to Riddick.
Riddick
Now-
is high on them every single year.
Well, I think he's trying to be GM or something. I think he's
every-
been angling for the GM job for
100%.
years. Yeah.
This offense is going to be exciting, Al. And I'll tell you what, all the
Shocker.
people who said, in Kansas City, well, Eric doesn't call the plays. Andy calls the plays. It's all Patrick Mahomes. It's not Eric, the enemy. Wait till the end of this year. I have a feeling you're going to be singing a different tune. This offense is exciting because Eric has them right now concentrated on really trying to throw the football and spread the ball around and see what he can find out about Sam Howell, their second-year quarterback, and see if whether or not this young man is actually the guy who can be the face of the franchise going forward. And tonight he looked like that guy. He looked like a guy who can really survey the field. He can buy time in the pocket. He's got tremendous weapons on the edges as far as the wide receivers with Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson. He's got good running backs with Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson. And they were throwing the ball all over the yard. Once they started getting into rhythm and started getting him some pass protection, this is an offense that looks like they will be able to put up points with anybody, provided that the offensive line continues to develop and gives their quarterbacks protection and gives their running backs some space to move. I'm excited. I've always been excited about Eric Bieniemy. He told me back at the Combine that he was excited about Sam Howell, and now I see why.
All right. I mean,
I'd like
not that much
I'd like
better
to
than
hear
Baldi.
his assessment of the offense last year before the season started. If we could find any sort of a clip in the preseason when he's
I don't know
talking
if it was
about
last
Wentz.
year, but within the last 2 years, he predicted them to
I just want to hear if it's similar
same
to what he
thing.
heard last year
He's
from
been
Riddick
positive
in
about
August.
them the last few years.
Yes, right.
And I know for a fact he wants. I think I know for a fact he wants he's angling for a GM job.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sense I get. Some of the whispers.
He wants to get back in the front office.
Yeah, he wants
to get in on that hustle.
Get that Mayock bag.
Well,
Hey,
who-
at least
who
it's good to
wouldn't
have
want that?
some experts who like Sam Howell and like the team. It's not a flood of people that think they're going to be the worst team in the NFL.
Right. I think
Right.
that back patting machine, I think my initial inclination that he's going to handle himself okay. The job's not going to look too big for him. I don't think he's going to embarrass himself. I think he'll have bad games, but I think that by and large, he's going to handle this. And we'll see if it's good enough.
All right, coming up later on the show, don't forget we will talk some fantasy football with our friend Ian Harditz, senior fantasy analyst at Fantasy Life. He will join us coming up at 9 a.m. here on The Fan.